a new member of the club, Toastmaster Uzair Dodi, and he'll be delivering his speech, icebreaker speech. He'll be breaking the ice and melting the heart for sure. Okay, thank you.
Yes. What do you see in the mirror when you look at the light? That would be able to I would like to hope so. But when I look at myself today, as even I do look at myself and I reflect on the 27 years that I've lived on planet Earth and the beautiful country Pakistan. So who is Uzair Dodi? Uzair Dodi is a 27-year-old man who's been through a lot. And for some time, it was not my preference to join Toastmasters. But after the insistence of our lovely DTM Talha bin Hamid, TM Imran Rana, and obviously TM Samir Dodi, I finally joined Toastmasters. So today I'm here to break the ice. Well, talking about my childhood, I have about five other siblings. My other sibling, my other better half, my brother Hamid Dodi is with me today, here to listen to my icebreaker. My other sisters, Sabrina, Leila, Basma, and after 10 years of Bia, we've had a very good time together and still do. And we've had a bowl when we used to go during our childhood days to Karachi Gymkhana for swimming and Avari Towers. And it was wonderful learning how to.
This is Westite. How can I help you?
Sorry? All right. So we did a lot of activities together in mischief as well. As you know, kids these days, how they are. They're naughty. So during my age, we didn't like the vegetable karela and chapati. So what we did, we concocted a plan. We used to throw all the chapatis on the rooftop. And then we used to get help from our parents at the end of the year when our housekeeping staff used to jump at the roof and check what happened there. So why were so many crows there? Luckily, it was us five. So having a wonderful support system like my siblings couldn't ask for nothing better than that. Coming to my schooling days, during my O levels, I studied from CAS, Central of Advanced Studies. I made a lot of friends, but one thing that stuck with me was a friendship that I had with another fellow. And why it stuck with me because I used to look up to him, and we had a very good friendship. But then over the years, his preference changed. His preference changed because he found a new circle. He found them to be more amusing, and that's life. But what I learned during that tough time was that it is important to choose compassion and kindness. And I would not want to be in such a situation. I did my A levels from Nexter College. I was never the studious type, whether that was in O levels and A levels, as every teenager is. But then I made the decision during my university's day when I joined Zabis that okay, enough is enough. Now it's time to put in the effort. And that is what I did. But talking about the way I was parented, Alhamdulillah, I'm glad to be parented the way I've been parented by DTM Samir and Rabia Dodi. But I believe that I was cushioned and protected. And obviously, that's what every parent would want. But the reason being, during the early 2000 and 2010s, the lovely days of MKM, every parent would want to protect their child. So then I went to Zabis from a very different schooling from OA levels and a different diverse group of people. Brilliant people, I must say. Zabis is often disregarded and IB and LUMS is preferred, but I must say that in Zabis, the people are groomed and nurtured to be the top businessmen of Pakistan, from Maimans, Chinyotis, Daliwalas. So that is where I met my Desi friends who used to pull my leg and they used to say that become a man. No more of this burger thing, which is a slang. I said, okay, I'll go according to your preference. And they taught me the ways of the streets, being street smart. And during my final years, I joined kissbazaar.pk. That was revolutionary for me, opened my eyes, was completely foreign to me because that is where I met my mentor after my dad, DTM Samir, Arif Lakhani, who's a millionaire himself. He is the founder of kissbazaar.pk. a fintech BNPL platform that provides electronic and non-electronic items to the unbanked, those people who do not have a bank account. So I was an early member. I proudly say I was an early member of that company, and I looked after their digital operations, their corporate partnerships, and investor outreach. The one thing that still resonates with me is the fact he said that when I went to a conference, that too in Lahore, plus 9 to disrupt a corporate conference, I was 24 at that time. He said that, listen, boy, don't be afraid of these investors, these rich people. They're all the same. The only difference between you and them is that they have an inflated ego and a bit of cash in their bank account. That is it. So I went with that confidence and I spoke with the World Bank investors, and luckily, luck struck. I arranged a meeting with them. I arranged a meeting with Right Ventures of Saudi Arabia as a $1 billion VC and a Norway investor from Pakistani origin. So that really pushed my confidence and said, okay, if I can do that, then the sky's the limit for me when I join my family business. So I would like to close my speech by saying one thing that Michael Jordan said. Michael Jordan said that if you keep on trying and you try your level best, eventually you will succeed. And that is what I strive to do here in Toastmasters. Thank you. Over to you. Huh?
Everyone, please give him a standing ovation. Toastmaster Asghar is still sitting, I think.
Listen to the icebreaker speaker, and thank you so much for giving us so confidently, and the rest is over to the evaluator. He will be evaluating his speech. But one thing is common: you fed the crows, and I did the same. They are my best friends. So you talk about the crows, so I'm happy.
Thank you.
Okay. So over to the third speaker, our again new addition to our club, the same month, and proudly announcing our third speaker of today's meeting, Toastmasters the year performance editor. And the speaker is evaluated by our year Toastmasters, and the title of the speech is Never Stop Failure. One never trust failure by
We can't hear you. Yes, there is no voice, I think.
Hello, hello,
Can you hear now?
hello.
Yes, yes.
All right. So,
Am I visible?
yeah.
Yes,
Good
you are.
evening, masters and respected guests. My father always told me, son, never trust on strangers, especially while traveling. And just like every overconfident son, I smiled and never took his advice seriously. But life has funny ways of proving that my father was right. About 4 years ago, my family and I decided to take a trip to the beautiful northern areas of Pakistan. Fresh air, rivers, mountain. The kind of trip where we think that we are going to reconnect with the nature, but ending up with the panic. We hired a tourist with the car. Our journey started from Islamabad, hit the road with all excitement. Music was on, snacks were in our hand, we were enjoying with the beautiful scenery. It was a cool weather. Everything was going great. And when I saw my wife face section, made me happy too. But then Aptabad happened. Out of nowhere, heavy rain started. I'm talking about like a filmy rain, which we usually watch, loud, emotional, and with no intention of stopping. We got stuck in traffic. After 2 hours, rain stopped, and driver tried to restart the car, but it was refused to restart, just like my motivation on Monday morning. He tried and tried and tried again, and finally he said, "Sir, I'm going to the market and try to find any mechanic." So my wife and kids decided to stay in the car. I sat outside with my elder son. I was just scrolling on my phone and everything was under control, but it wasn't. Suddenly I heard a noise. My wife was screaming, "Farhan, Farhan, Farhan, come here, come here." I dropped my mobile and I ran like I was running in a 100-meter race. I saw a teenage boy running past me like he had stolen something. And exactly he had done something exactly. I reached to the car. I was totally confused. My wife looked at me and said, "Farhan, a boy came and hit the back of the car and started shouting that, 'Come outside, somebody hit your car.'" At first, I did not react anything. I ignored him, but he kept on shouting. I don't know how I stepped out to check, and the moment I did, the another boy jumped into the front seat and tried to steal the laptop. Fellow Toastmaster and Inspector Get at that time, my middle son turned into Batman. He grabbed the shirt of the thief and called his elder brother, and then they both came and the boy ran away. I think the boy ran very fast and broke the speed limit. I hugged my both sons just like they saved the world, at least my laptop. Soon people gathered and they said, "You are very lucky and your kids acted very quickly. Otherwise, those boys would have disappeared with your laptop." At that moment, I heard a voice of my father in my ear. So never trust on strangers, especially while traveling. And now I understand what he meant. Not because the word is bad, but most of the time experience teaches us something what Google can't. And a famous quote like and a famous quote like the wise one learn from other experience and the fool one learn from his own. And I think at that day I was the fool one, but at least I learned something. Uh, so fellow Toastmaster, whenever you make a plan to traveling, enjoy the food, enjoy the scenery, enjoy with your family. But if any strangers start banging out your car and shouting like a drama actor, don't be panicked, lock your doors and take care of your laptop. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for beautiful lesson-based speech with us. Now this is the time for the last speaker, and our last speaker is Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar. The title of the speech, he's coming from the motivational strategy pathway, evaluation and advice in school. And studying the people, yes, God. Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar, yes, God.
Mr. President, dear Toastmaster, let me start it from a question. How many of you have bosses or higher authority or employer? Oh, thank you. I thought I would be alone. Even advocates have a boss in their chamber and firm. We also interact with them or cross their path while working in our offices almost on daily basis. Wittingly or unwittingly, we signal our submissiveness to them when we interact with them. Now, this submissiveness is not related to the workplace. It is even not related to us as human. Evolutionary scientists say that this pattern of deference, submissiveness, and dominance is also found in animal kingdom. Low-ranking chimpanzees, for example, usually or might greet a dominant chimp by producing a breathy sound called pant grunt. It means it is as natural for human being as for other animal. So workplace among the human being is no exception. Submissiveness, deference, and dominance is conspicuous by their presence at any given time in any given office, especially government departments have the clearest weave where hierarchies are blatantly obvious in displaying this dominance, especially uniformed organization where you all the time find people saluting their superiors. But even in non-uniformed organization, it is very much prevailing, albeit with more nuanced, implicit, and even sometimes weird ways. Let me give you some example. Seating arrangement is one. Imagine you are entering into a meeting room. The chances are that you will not take seat at the head of the table because it is where the boss usually would sit. Had DTM Tala been my subordinate, he would have not thought, even in his wildest imagination, to sit over here while I'm languishing with the last chair in a far-flung corner of the room along the door where every phone attender, washroom goer, even chai wala touches me inappropriately. The second example of this submissiveness is what the Stott Chase called the tyranny of language. The language of workplace is suffused with terrifying sense of hierarchy. Give me some example. Let me give you some examples. As desired by honorable minister, as directed by worthy secretary, approval in the matter is solicited. An early kind response is awaited, so forth and so on. Lastly, thirdly and lastly, we also show our this difference, submissiveness, dominance in other but less visible and indirect ways. For example, we may not produce pant grunt like chimpanzees, but when our boss crack a joke in our office, we all always laugh. Seen from the distance outside of this room, it might look like a joke of the day. But inside the room, it is more likely to be a display of submissiveness, respect, dominance than an outbreak of genuine hilarity. If I could recall any interesting day of my working life, it would be as early as last week, when one of my boss cracked a joke in front of a subordinate that I had shared with him the week before. But we have no choice. We all have no choice but to laugh. And that day I had the last laugh, literally and figuratively. Dear Toastmaster, people usually think that pay rise and promotion just pop up like a piece of machinery in an assembly line. They don't. At least I can say this for public sector, where behind every rise and promotion, there is a toil, there is a sweat and pain. We just hide them in seating arrangement, in our language, and in our laughter. On a serious note, as a PT boss and an obedient subordinate, I believe that we are all chasing our tails and going round in circles, which is a spectacular wastage of human potential. But it is what it is. The remedy lies what our first speaker of the day called privatization. Toastmaster of the day.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Now let's move on to the next segment of today's meeting. Okay, is anyone disqualified?
No.
Mm-hmm.
All are one.
Do you know voting is there?
He will.
Please vote for the best prepared speaker. Okay, now let's move on. Our first segment is all done. Prepared speakers have delivered their speeches. They all did really well. Now let's move on to the second segment of the Toastmasters meeting, which is the most engaging and the spontaneous part of the meeting, and most excited the members take part, enthusiastic part of the meeting. So for that, let's welcome Toastmaster Latif right from the Kuwait. Is he here?
Yes.
Okay. One of the seasoned Toastmasters, Toastmaster Latif Ali Mansoor.
Latif Mansoor.
Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. So stage is yours.
Yes. You're not audible, Latif. You're unmuted but not audible.
Okay, how is it now?
Yeah. Now you're audible.
Okay, so let's start with this session. Our first and foremost, this for the guest. I know that we have few guests in the room. So table topic is a session where we speak impromptu, and you've been challenged on the spot while giving a topic, and you have to speak from 1 to 2 minutes. So 1 minute is the minimum qualifying time. and 2 minutes 30 seconds is the maximum you can speak. Though you can speak more than that, but if you want to qualify for the voting and to be precise for this message to be delivered, Toastmaster teaches us to speak within the given time frame. And just for the audience or the guest, I will call upon one of the seasoned Toastmaster who is very well known for his public speaking. I believe we don't have distinguished Toastmaster Sarfraz Nazir, I believe. Is he in the room?
Yeah, he's not in the meeting.
Okay. So can we start with the guest if okay, DTM Tala?
You're the table topic master.
Okay. So let us invite guest Hamid Dodi.
No, he is. Yeah. Yes, he's there.
Okay. So can I see him on the stage, please?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, you can finish.
Hi, good evening. You can hear me properly, right?
I just wanted
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Am I audible? You can hear me?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, fine. So I'll give you a topic. You have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes for this topic. It is not necessary you have to speak in favor. You can speak in against of it. Just for the reminder for this topic and for the audience, the word of the day is deference.
So,
Toastmaster Hamid, your
Yes,
topic
yes.
is success means being rich. Do you agree? I'll repeat. Success
Mhm.
means being rich. Do you agree?
No. Everything difference. Yes.
Thank you, guest Hamid. Actually, I believe it was unfortunate for the online audience to not to hear you because with the expression of Toastmaster Asgar and Toastmaster Imran, I felt that you you had delivered a very humorous speech because they were smiling and laughing around. Anyhow, DTM Tala, please may I request if I can ask okay, Azim. Azim is the online guest. Azim, can you please unmute? Guest Azim.
You can move on to
the
Okay.
next.
So how about Azam instead of Azim? Azam, A-Z-Z-A-M, Azam. Okay. Azam, would you please, I request if you can switch on your camera. Is it possible?
Yeah, sure. Can you see me?
Okay, great. So is Azam the correct pronunciation of your name? Azam?
Yeah, it's basically Azam.
Azam.
Okay.
Okay. So, Azam, your topic is you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Word of the day is deference. Deference, not difference. Deference. And your topic
Yeah.
is just to remind you, you can speak in against also, you can speak in favor of the topic also. So, your topic is it necessary to have a 5-year plan to succeed? I'll repeat. Is it necessary to have a 5-year plan to succeed?
Okay. All right. So the word is difference, and what I have to speak about is that is the 5-year really necessary. So I'll tell you a story. So basically, I graduated architecture, and it was a 5-year for 5 years. And studying that, I think I pretty much had to be committed and I look forward to in order to plan things according to what I'm studying, right? But it's not necessarily that. Maybe it's just a day that I'm currently asked me that are similar to architecture, maybe real estate management or something similar. So I think it's really important for us to understand that whichever path you're going forward to, it's most important your options open so that you can proceed in something better. Whether you need some other pathway that might be similar, could be different, or could be that as well. So that's to it with some difference. Hello. Hello.
Thank you, guest Azam. Actually, I feel there was some noise break, but what I understand, you spoke in favor. Plus, you said that it's better to be planned enough. Good. And moreover, I really love your accent. Please continue becoming as a guest or a Toastmaster, but it will really help to get more of the words what you have. Let us invite our
Thank you.
Toastmaster Gule Zehra. Please, can I invite you? If you can switch on your camera and unmute yourself.
You have already invited me. I was trying to be as inconspicuous as I can.
Yeah, but actually the good thing is that I'm on mobile and you are the first one I can see.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. I'll switch on my camera. Just go ahead.
Okay. So the topic for you is if procrastination were an Olympic sport, what medal would you win? I'll repeat. If procrastination was an Olympic sport, what medal would you win?
I don't have to think twice before saying that I will definitely win a gold medal because these days all I'm doing is kind of procrastinating. some of the really serious tasks in my life. But what is amazing is that I'm coming across this line that trust the process. So if procrastination is part of the process, then I have to embrace it. But given that all I am seeing in the table topic so far is around success, topics around success. So I feel that success is like taking small steps. We are kind of judging and blaming ourselves repeatedly that, oh, I'm not able to do this thing. I'm not feeling motivated enough. Even if we get to open the page of the book we want to read today, or get to visit the site that we are exploring for a job, even that counts as a win. And we are too quick to judge ourselves as a procrastinator and too delayed in our response to reward ourselves as like taking even a small step. We don't count that. We completely discount it. Okay, it's fine. We kind of ignore our small achievements. So I believe that, okay, I can hang that gold medal on my wall, but meanwhile, maybe I'll take a step towards the direction I want to head into. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Guludera. Actually, one of my speeches, I always said, I love to do nothing because we have worked so much, so hard for so many years. Sometimes it is good to do nothing. And procrastination is something very close to me also. Let us invite Azim. Are you there, please? If I can invite you. Or guest Amir. DGM Tala, guest Amir is around. DTM Tala. Guest Amir, if you can just come a little towards your left.
Towards left? Yeah. Okay. 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 Yes.
Oh, no. A little light, little towards the right.
Okay.
Great. Okay. Amir, you are very young.
Yeah.
And the topic for you, which I have selected, is similar to someone who has seen white hairs like me, gray hairs. But yet, I will ask you this question. Can you say something so that I'm sure that I can, you are audible?
You.
No,
You
sorry.
Yeah. You can hear my voice? Hello? No, he has the mic. Hello?
If anybody can confirm.
Yeah, he's audible. Is he audible to you? I'm audible
No,
to
not
you?
to me.
Why? Wait. Let me check the
Okay. G is, okay. He is audible. Okay, fine. Amir, your topic is, what's one thing adults do that makes no sense at all?
What
What one thing adults do that makes no sense at all? Over to you.
Okay, the one thing others do is they have a lot of time to judge others and makes them feel that you are nothing and you have to improve yourself or you have to do something. But like they criticize or they make you feel that you're nothing or like that. uh, uh,
and like that's a little bit which I say because my first time, so that's all. So sorry.
Okay. Congratulations. Thank you, Amir. I really love the way you started, and it is correct. Our adults mainly they don't try to improvise our being or something, but they just start to criticize us. Thank you. DTM Tala, do we have anyone else, or I can ask?
Yes, we have another guest. Please, guest Nawaz, please come to the stage.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I missed the name.
Guest
Nawaz.
Nawaz. Yes, Nawaz.
Hello. Good evening, Nawaz. Your
Good
topic
evening.
is. Sorry, just one second. Just one second. I know you won't be able to hear it. Just a second.
Am I audible?
There is some. Just
Am
wait.
I audible?
Yeah. You are audible, but it's not.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Just a second. Okay. So, Nawaz, your topic for you is how has failure shaped your view of success?
Exactly.
How has failure shaped your view of success? Over to you.
Yeah, exactly. So I would start from the quotation. The quotation, the writer says that life is made up of problems. There is no such world or such a life which is perfect in this life. Exactly. Being a human, life is made up of problems. Most of the people see in the sky and they say sky is limit for us. And I don't agree. Literally, I don't agree. Because sky is not limit for me. Sky is not limit for me. It's because being a PG pilot, I'm a paragliding pilot. I love to soaring around the summits of mountains like Rakaposhi, like Nanga Parbat, and the biggest mountains in the world. Being a pilot, sky is limit for me because most of the people say it's limit for us, but I don't agree for it. It's because being a human, we can see everywhere problems in around us we can face. But if you have passion, if you have dedication, and if you can do such thing which you want to do, then you can do each and everything. So everything is possible, everything is not possible, everything is possible for everyone who want to do something as per his desire or passion. Thank you so very much, Toastmaster.
Thank you. Uh, am I audible? Okay. So
Yes, you are.
DTM Tala, DTM Tala, do we have time or you want to close it up?
We can call one more.
Okay. So guest Muqaddas, if you want to. Guest Muqaddas, if you want to participate, switch on. Yes. No, I believe.
I think she is
Okay.
very new, so give the opportunity to someone else.
Okay, great. DTM Tala?
Yes.
Okay.
You can call anyone responsibility.
Yeah, DTM Tala, please.
Okay.
Why not give this opportunity?
DTM Tala, I believe you should not use this. Huh? Okay, test your mic now.
Sorry?
Yeah. Okay. You're clear. You're audible. Good. So, okay, the
Yeah.
topic for you is if your fridge could talk, what would it say about your eating habits? If your fridge could talk, what would it say about your eating habits? Over to you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Talha bin Hamid's fridge. I have to be the most cursed soul on the planet because every time I try to cool certain things, someone opens my door. 60% of the time, it is Talha bin Hamid, and 40% of the time, it is his most evil daughter, Parize. And that's not all. Every time Talha opens the fridge, he reaches out for something different. Usually, he reaches out for something savory. But then he thinks that what is life with only savory things? So we also need something sweet. So he plunges his hand to the bottom and pulls out something sweet. And when he does that and closes my door, I breathe a sigh of relief. For the next whole 20 minutes, at least he won't open my door. But no, he has his double, Parise. She comes, opens my door, and rummages through everything I have 20 times a day. And I mean to ask her that you are now 8 years old. Do you suffer from short term memory loss? Didn't you just check me out and see everything that is inside me? But she has no deference to my platitudes. She pulls one thing, then another. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I am never able to do my primary duty, which is cooling things. Please let me get rid of these two evil twins. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, DTM Tala. And I believe I'll just give an opportunity again to Azim
Yes,
or
Toastmaster. Muqaddas, please call Muqaddas if
okay,
she is available.
Master Mukaddas.
Guest Muqaddas.
Yeah. Okay, guest Mukaddas, if you are available. Okay. May I request to switch on your camera if it's possible, or I'll just share the topic. Guest Mukaddas. Okay.
Yes.
Now, the topic for you is do we control technology or does technology control us? Do we control technology or does technology control us? Over to you.
We live in a generation where everyone, even a small child, so used of technology that like ChatGPT is and everyone's pocket. Even they wanna solve a simple question, they use ChatGPT. Even in office life, they don't use their mind. They're so used of their technology that they simple ChatGPT and answer everything. So the use of technology, um, like हमने टेक्नोलॉजी को इतना कंट्रोल किया हुआ है कि
It feels like technology controls us.
Yes.
Okay. One example, one more example, other than the office.
Okay. One more.
And you take.
अभी माइंड में कोई नहीं आ रही.
Okay. Anyhow, thank you very much, and I hope I'll forward it to. Please, DTM Talha, please take over the proceeding, inform the timing rules and voting. Thank you. Over to you. Thank you, everyone. Each and every speaker, I really thank one of you all from the bottom of my heart. Over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. What a beautiful, most engaging segment of today's meeting with this 7 speakers, and all were marvelous, all were really fluent and efficient in on their topic. So with that, I really like to welcome all the online participants, Gulal Zahra, Muqaddas, Azim. I really want to welcome you and want to remind you the theme of the day, that is intention is the compass, not the clock. The clock tells you when and the intention tells you why. So with that, I would like to welcome all the physical participants as well, the guests, and you spoke already well. And this is how our second part of the meeting has ended. And now it's time to start the third segment of the meeting, that is the general evaluator, and which I always say that is the breakfast of the champion, where the speakers, the prepared speakers, and all the second topic speakers will get their evaluation by the seasoned Toastmasters and the evaluators.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Should I start, Toastmaster Latif?
Yes, boss. You are invited already.
Okay. So I will like to start with a quote by Stephen Covey, and he says, "It's incredibly easy to work harder and harder at climbing the ladder of success, only to realize that it's leaning against the wrong wall." In his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he describes the second habit as begin with the end in mind. It means having a clear vision of your destination so you can align your actions accordingly. Dear fellow members, when you know your why, your how becomes purposeful. And that's exactly what today's theme highlights. Intention is a compass, not a clock. It reminds us that life isn't about rushing, it's about moving with direction and meaning. So, with that thought, I would like to begin this segment of the meeting. As you know, this segment consists of 3 insightful parts. In the first part, we call upon the speech evaluators. In the second, we invite the table topic evaluators. And in the third, we hear the facilitators report. And finally, we share general thoughts on the session as a whole. With that, I would like to begin the first part of the segment where I would like to invite the speech evaluators who not only observe but guide. Our first speaker was Toastmaster Umar Khayyam, and his speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Wasi Ahmed. And I now request Toastmaster Ahmed to take the stage to share your valuable feedback. Back to you, Toastmaster Ahmed. Toastmaster Ahmed.
Yeah, excuse me, sorry. There's been a bit of a change. I will be evaluating Toastmaster Umar Khayyam's project, while Toastmaster Wase will be evaluating the icebreaker from Toastmaster Uzair.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So let me start. And I took notes on my laptop, so apologies, I have to sit. So Toastmaster Khayyam. Today, we witnessed a masterclass in handling and tackling disruptions. I will not focus on your speech, which you've already made earlier, and we were all enthralled with that speech earlier too, and today as well. Instead, I'm supposed to focus on how you tackled the disruptions. So, the first disruptor was Toastmaster Heba, and you managed it really well. The second disruptor, I believe that you took a little bit of a back foot and you said that you almost pleaded for the disruptor to let you speak, and you hoped that his or her question will be answered. So if someone is heckling you in the real world outside of a polite Toastmasters meeting, the words hope perhaps do not land that well. Instead, you could have said that uh, with a little more confidence that your question will be answered if you listen. So that's a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing. And then it's up to you whether you answer the question or not, but you will actually silence the disruptor. The third disruptor, exceptionally well handled, especially the argument that you made about utility stores. That was really impressive. And it really added to our knowledge, our perception, and it broadened our horizon about your topic. So it was the best kind of response where it not only ended up uh, handling the disruptor, but it also ended up expanding the horizon of your speech. Then the fourth interruption, I think you handled it very well. But while listening to it, you turned your back to the live audience. That is not recommended. I know one does it instinctively, one cannot help it. When you hear a voice online, you turn to face that person. But perhaps in this setting, especially if you're facing a hostile audience, it's not such a good idea. But your point was well made. The fifth interruption, you listened with utmost patience. Your whole body was turned towards the disruptor, which is something admirable. It also shows that you value the audience, you value the question, and you're really listening rather than just going through the motions of listening. So you listened patiently, and then you answered the question very well and also handled it with humor. And by doing that, you diffuse the whole hostility between the audience and the speaker, especially the audience who is supposed to uh, actually heckle you and worry you. You disarmed that by actually using humor. So, absolutely fantastic job. I think you completed your speech exceptionally well without getting sidetracked, and you also answered all the questions, all the disruptions very well. Overall, I think you met the project objectives spectacularly well. Congratulations. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, DTM Talaha bin Hamid. It's Always a joy to watch and learn from you. Now let's welcome Toastmaster Ahmed to the stage, who will now evaluate the speech delivered by our second speaker, Toastmaster Uzaid Dodi. And I invite you, Toastmaster Ahmed, to the stage to share your insightful insights. Back to you.
What do I see in my mirror? Of course, myself. But what did I get from asking this question? Of course, your attention. And that's what a great opening does. Engage the audience at its onset. Toastmaster Uzair Dodi was giving his icebreaker today, which minimally felt like an icebreaker because he had all the basics of a great speaker. Other things which I liked about his icebreaker was that his icebreaker was in a chronological order. He started with his childhood, with his memories with his families, with his siblings. He told us about his siblings. Then he went on to his O levels, his A levels, and then his university. He talked about his Zabas University, and then he talked about his professional life and the impact that professional life. So we were engaged with him and we were working with him from his childhood to his professional life and how he is sitting here right now. The other thing which I liked about his speech was that it was relatable. Relatable in a sense, childhood is mischievous, like throwing chapati on roof is mischievous. Of course, it is. Then friendship heartbreak, uh, that hurts, and everybody has faced it. Imran Nana is not here. Otherwise, I would have something about DTM Thala and Imran Nana, but he is not here. Uh, finding finding mentor in workplace. Of course, you all need guidance. So that's relatable, and that's how he connected with audience at a deeper level. Although it's ridiculous to say improvement point on icebreaker, and an icebreaker like this, but there are certain traditions that need to be followed. What I observed was that you were engaging DTM Tala and Imran Rana most of the time, while other people felt left out. So you should engage them also. And the other thing was that you used a political statement in your speech. You took the name of that entity. Altaf Hussain might not like it. I'm saying like Toastmaster Altaf Hussain. Overall, a great icebreaker. You related with us, you connected with the audience. Just avoid political statements and connect with all the audience, engage with them, give your attention to them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ahmed, for sharing your valuable feedback. Our third speaker was Toastmaster Sayed Farhan Haider, and to evaluate his speech, I invite Toastmaster Hiba Reis Khan to the stage for a thoughtful evaluation.
Fellow Toastmasters. Microphone. I think I don't need a microphone. Yeah.
No, actually, just need it because
Okay, for the online.
yeah, because online you can only be audible through the mic.
Hello, am I visible and audible to the online audience?
Yes.
No. Anyone from the audience, online audience?
Yes, you are.
Okay, okay. So, fellow Toastmasters and Toastmaster Farhan, hasn't trust always been an issue for decades? What I liked about your speech was that there was good clarity and confidence, and I could detect no signs of hesitation. There was good eye contact, and I found you constantly looking at both the online and physical audience. There were good pauses which you made during your speech. While you spoke, you had good hand and body just expressions which you used to express yourself with. There was good audience awareness during the time you spoke. You covered the speaking area well, and your body was flexible. The general purpose of the speech was quite clear, and you had good timing, and your speech was well timed. The incident that you narrated about the incident that you narrated about you traveling with your family, we could all relate to it in one way or another, because trusting strangers is very difficult. However, what I thought was lacking in your speech was that you lacked vocal variety, which could have brought more depth. What I felt was that you could have also improved a bit upon your grammar, spoken English. You could have also incorporated more facial expressions and like be more expressive with the expressions. Overall, it was a good speech and good luck for your upcoming projects.
Grateful for your thoughtful feedback, Toastmaster Hiba. And now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Shazib Iqbal to step forward and provide a valuable evaluation of the speech delivered by Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar.
Thank you so much, Mr. Narrator. Ladies and gentlemen, we witness another wonderful speech by our uh, very beloved Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar from his Pathway Motivational Strategies, Level 1 and Project 4, Evaluation and Feedback. So the first thing I liked about his speech was his first word that he uttered from his mouth, which was Mr. President. So he know how to get the attention of the president. Others don't. The second thing in his speech was his second line where he throw a question to the audience, where he get the attentions of everyone. So that was an amazing start of the speech, I think. Uh, he throws a question and then he talked about the boss. Then he gives us an example from the science that there are. He make a comparison between the humans and animals. So it was an amazing attempt, I think. The third most beautiful thing in your speech was that you use a very beautiful language. You use some very beautiful words like nuanced, implicit, languishing, far flung corner. So those were all amazing, and every word was touching our heart in your speech. Uh, the fourth most beautiful thing in your speech was the humor you added. The laugh with the joke of the boss was amazing attempt. Talking about your own pair, DTM Talha, was another amazing attempt to get the attention of everyone and be connected with the audience. Coming to the improvement part, I would suggest just a little bit more fluency in your speech, avoid the ahs and ums and the, I would say that the pauses that were unnecessary at that moment in some areas. Uh, Try to be a little more engaging and fluent while speaking. And the second thing is about the ending of the speech. The message was somehow it was clear. You connected it with the privatization, the first speaker to the first speaker. But before that, you said that we all are mm, just going around the circles and chasing our own tails. But I didn't get your point, to be honest. So the message, the ending part should be inspirational and should be clear for anyone that to understand it what you are saying. Otherwise, it was an amazing speech, Toastmaster as well. I really like the way you consistently delivering your speeches, and all the best for your future speeches. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shazib. I really appreciate your insightful feedback. And dear members, we have heard thoughtful evaluations of our prepared speeches. And now it's time to shift gears and move toward evaluating our impromptu speakers, where our brilliant table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Imran Rana, will offer valuable insights. With great pleasure, I welcome Toastmaster Imran Rana on stage. The stage is
Just a
yours,
minute.
Toastmaster.
Just a minute. Apologies for the delay. Thank you so much, and also cast your vote for the best prepared speech evaluator. Thank you so much, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Today, we observed a wonderful table topic session with great topics, and above all the speakers uh, spoke quite well on the topic. They tackled the topic very efficiently, and they spoke very well. It's not about speaking for a minute, it's about coming here, facing the audience. That's the main thing. So we start with the first speaker, and the first speaker was Toastmaster Hamid. Oh, sorry, guest Hamid. We wish him to become a Toastmaster. So, Hamid, you started with a smile. That's the best thing about your speech. You spoke quite amazing. You spoke very well. You were super confident. Uh, most of the time you were putting your hand in the pocket, so try not to do that. Since you were holding the mic, you didn't use your hands perfectly well, but later you did use your hands perfectly well. You spoke about the topic very well, and the best thing about your speech was the humor you added in the speech. So congratulations on that. Then we had Azam. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. So Azam, uh, there were internet connectivity issues, so we couldn't hear you well. But what we heard, it felt like that you were quite confident, and you had a very good command over language. We wish you attend the meeting next time, and you will have the chance to speak more. So overall, over a good confident speech by you, but due to internet connectivity, we couldn't hear you well. Then we had Gule Zahra, Toastmaster Gule Zahra. Toastmaster Gule Zahra, you were quite confident. Uh, the only area of improvement which I could point out was you were not looking directly to the camera, you were looking down. So maybe because only that area of improvement, overall a wonderful speech, and you spoke quite well on the topic. Then we had Amir. Amir, first of all, congratulations. You came here and you spoke quite well. Uh, the best thing about your speech that uh, you directly jump into the topic and and supported your topic with the valid points. I must say you have a very good command over language. All you need is to come here and deliver speeches, and one day you will become a confident speaker. So congratulations on that. Then we had Nawaz. Nawaz, what I loved about your overall speech that you were standing confident, your posture was straight, you were using your hand, you were not clasping it, you were steepling it, which is required while delivering a speech. Uh, Overall, your whole speech was you felt like you felt like super confident to us. So kudos on that. Uh, the only area of improvement that maybe uh, you were taking meaningful pauses. So next time, maybe add some more content in that. Overall, a wonderful speech, I must say. Then we had Mukaddas. Mukaddas, you you started quite well. Then you struggled with the topic, and then uh, you started in Urdu. It's perfectly fine. What I felt like that you were quite confident. You had a good command over language. All you need is to just show up and deliver on the table topic speeches. That's you need all overall. So and finally we had DTM Talha. Talha, what I loved about your speech was your confident posture. You became refrigerator. That's that's amazing. And I'm sure you got an idea for your next speech as well. Your hand gestures were perfectly fine, perfectly aligned with what you were speaking. You had a good vocal variety as well. Mostly you don't you struggle in table topics, but fortunately it was there. Amazing vocabulary. So overall, a wonderful speech delivered with great confidence. I hope I didn't miss any of the speakers. So kudos to everyone, to all the table topic speakers. So over to you, General Valvator.
Thank you. Big thank you to Toastmaster Imran Rana for your sharp feedback. And thank you for your crisp, clear, and constructive remarks. Now let's hear from our dedicated facilitators. And first, I would like to invite our grammarian and Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar to present your report. Back to you, Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar.
All right. Okay. So, dear Toastmaster, today I was um, the custodian of the word of the day and the grammarian. The word of the day used by two great Toastmasters, Toastmaster Asghar. I used it because I had already included in my draft, and after that I suggested it as word of the day because it was difficult for me to pronounce or differentiate between difference and different. The other one is our great uh, Toastmaster DTM Tala used it when she said that she had, referring her daughter, that she had no difference. No one, unfortunately, used it. I Even Altaf Hussain did not use it. He would have used it had he been in front of here in the table topic session. The grammarian is the role of the grammarian. I didn't see any my grammar is below average, and I was the one who usually commits the mistake, but then who audit the auditors? Um, Well, I think someone perhaps said any stranger start. If it said start, it used to be starts. Any stranger start, or someone said you felt like a confident speaker. Maybe you looked like a confident speaker, or um, like. But there are many great uses of the language today. I witnessed, and I want to repeat at least some of them, couple of them. Intention is a compass, not a clock. Someone said, government has no business to be in the business. Sink and swim dilemma. And someone said, street smart, an inflated ego. Someone used it. Um, and someone said, I'm Michael Jordan of Toastmasters. I think you are the one who used it. Okay. Experience teaches us what Google can't. Used by our prepared speaker today. Um, Life is made of problem. Someone said sky is not limit for me.
think you said it. I like to swearing. Someone said that the most cursed soul on planet, Titian Tala used it. Um, rummage through everything. And someone said, all you need to come over here and speak. Thank you, TM Imran Rana, you said it. And I fully agree. Well, that is it from my side. Over to you, journal evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohammed, for beautifully presenting your report. Now let's welcome Toastmaster Altaf Hussain, our all-counter for today, who has been closely listening to help us improve our fluency and reduce fillers. Back to you, Toastmaster Altaf Hussain.
Leading I observe a lot of improvement in presentation while the speakers were delivering their presentations with great difficulty. If I talk about T.M. Muhammad as well, he, while delivering his speech, he spoke like a boss. He didn't give me an opportunity to note anything leading towards counting. And if I go further, with great difficulty, I could note only in the speech of Toastmaster Saeed Farhan Haider a single that is the actual word A. Except that, I could not note anything more.
I can't hear you, Toastmaster Altaf. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Altaf. Now I would like to invite our new member, Toastmaster, who played on the role of listener, Toastmaster Muhammad Asif. Let's welcome him to the stage to test our listening skills. Back to you, Toastmaster Muhammad Asif. I can't hear you.
Yeah. Now you should be able.
Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Let's have a quiz to check that how much attentive you were during this discussion. So I will ask a few words and you will answer the person who was the speaker who spoke those words. Funny way of proving right. Funny way of proving right. No. No, no. Yeah, it was Sayyid Farhan.
Yeah.
The next one is the tool in the arsenal.
Not it's overtime. No,
It-
no. Yeah. Overtime.
I just,
Either Afghanistan or no.
just confirm me, anyone.
Umar.
Yeah, that's right. Pet grunt.
That was over.
No?
No. Wait, sorry. It was other.
Yeah. Conspicuous.
Gulayadara.
No.
He said inconspicuous, not conspicuous.
That Afghanistan.
Pain in the ass.
The one and only.
Omar Khayyam.
Who can forget that?
Outbreak of genuine hilarity. Anyone else from online participants?
Yes,
Is
can you
that the
repeat?
answer?
No. Outbreak of genuine hilarity. This was the word.
Afghanistan.
Yes.
That online.
Okay.
Hit in the nail on the head.
Omar Khayyam.
No.
Farhan Haider. Farhan.
Yes,
Yeah,
Farhan Haider.
she was right, Umar.
Omar Khayyam.
Umar Khayyam.
Is that what?
Life is made up of problems.
Farhan Haider. Nawaz.
Yes.
Yeah, guess Nawaz. My motivation on Monday morning.
Amit.
Farhan Haider.
Yes. Submissiveness.
That was the other.
Yes. So these were the words. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Brilliant listening, Toastmaster Muhammad Asif, can keep gracing us with your presence. And dear members, what a vibrant and enriching meeting we had today. Although I joined a bit late, but I'm sure the meeting started exactly on the time. As you all know, our TMOD, Toastmaster Sila, chose a beautiful theme and gracefully she carried it throughout the meeting. Her performance was. Sorry?
Uh, yeah, you can continue.
Carry on, this was
Okay, okay. And to steal the success of the evening, all the prepared speakers did a marvelous job. All the speakers, Toastmaster Umar, Toastmaster Syed Farhan, Haider, Toastmaster Azkar, Toastmaster Zahid, each of them brought something unique to the stage, and listening to them was not only learning experience but also truly inspiring. Next, we dived into the table topic session conducted by our seasoned Toastmaster Muhammad Latif, who brought really thoughtful topics. And icing on the cake, or table topic speakers jumped in with both feet. These all seven table topic speakers, guest Hamid, guest Azam, guest Gulizara, guest Amir, guest Nawaz, DT Talha, and guest Mukaddas, showed incredible spontaneity to think on their feet and their courage by showing up. It was truly admirable and added fun and excitement to the meeting. Then came to the evaluation segment. As you know, it's led by me, myself. Yes, that's true. For the very first time, I must admit, I'm secretly wishing Diti Talha to drop a kind message after the meeting and appreciate my efforts to step out of my comfort zone. And I'm just kidding. Okay, but aside from my own brilliance, all evaluators did a fantastic job offering both encouragement and constructive suggestions. And the cherry on the top was that all our facilitators performed their roles exceptionally well. The facilitators, Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar, Vote Counter, Toastmaster Imran, Toastmaster Hiba, Toastmaster Asif, Toast Timer DTM Talha, and they all played an essential role in making the meeting successful. In fact, I am truly grateful to every listener, every participant, and every guest for joining us today. In the end, I just want to say today's meeting was a wonderful example of learning and sportive growth. Let's keep this energy going and continue helping each other become better speaker and a better leader. With all that, I would like to hand control back to our most dedicated Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sela Hamid. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alpha, for a brief and wonderful evaluation as a general evaluator. It was indeed a wonderful one. The intention is the compass, not the clock. That is what the theme of the day. Dear shining stars, Toastmasters is not about beating someone. It's about becoming someone with direction, meaning, and intention. You're not here to compete. You're here to grow. Let the purpose lead. Let the purpose lead, and the rest will follow. Just like the moon finds its way in the sky, and all eyes turn to admire its glow. Trust me. With that, I would like to hand over this meeting charge to our eloquent and very dedicated president of Karachi Toastmaster Shazid Iqbal.
Thank you so much, our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sila Hamid, for conducting a very beautiful meeting. And it was a very smooth and flow that we have witnessed today. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, we are very thrilled that we have joined by our two newest Toastmasters and many guests in today's meeting. The meeting was amazing. All the speeches were amazing. Toastmaster Umar Khayyam, your speech was amazing. A very beautiful attempt. You show the courage, you show the stamina. It was an amazing speech, except that one word that you use with along with the pen. So Toastmaster Uzair Dodi, you spoke like a pro, bro. I mean, you have something special, and would love to hear you in the future. Toastmaster says Farhan, your speech was again amazing. I love the style you have while speaking on the stage and the story. It was an amazing. Toastmaster Asghar, you are unstoppable and love to hear from you in the future as well. Toastmaster Alpha, you did a wonderful job as a general evaluator, and I would request you all to please vote for the best Big Four, and our Big Four are Toastmaster Sila Hamid for the as the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Arfa Tabassum as a general evaluator, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor as a table topic master, and Toastmaster Imran Rana as a table topics evaluator. Please vote for the best Big Four, and I hope the poll is shared in the main group. Yeah, that's great. So, can we take some feedback from our guests?
Yes.
We run guest Rana Imran, Rana Amir.
Rana Imran came last week.
Online is
This time it's Rana Amir.
online is good.
Rana Amir. Yeah, it's Nawaz, I think.
Yep. Nawaz Ali.
That's great.
I am.
Your feedback about today's meeting.
All right, all right. So thank you, sir. Respected Toastmasters and the distinguished guests. It was really amazing meeting right now so far. So very interactive, very informative and engaged meeting. That's all from my side. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much for joining us, Nawaz. Do we have a guest, Rana Amir? Yes.
Yeah, please. Yes, please come.
Would love to hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for listening for me, and it's a great platform to enhance your speaking skill. Uh, those who are shy and can't express them with other people or in company or in jobs, this platform is a great opportunity for them. So thank you, Sarana. I'm not hearing.
Thank you so much, guest Rana Amir. I salute you, man. And I love the courage you show and came to the Karachi Toastmaster Club and speak with the confidence. The Karachi Toastmaster Club has a history. We have two stutterers already in our club. One is Toastmaster DTM Shoaib, and the other one is DTM. Forgot the name.
Ali Asher.
DTM Ali Asher Anjum. Yes, so this is the only place that you can experience. You can come, you can join us, and I hope you will enjoy your journey. And Courage Toastmaster Club is there for you to provide you a supportive environment. We have another guest Azam is an online participant.
Hello, can you hear me?
Azam, are you there?
Yes, he's there.
Please share
Hello.
your feedback.
Okay, so today's session was really nice. I had some different kind of expectation. I thought maybe it would be, something that is motivational and all, but today we talked about the initial speech uh, was mostly about the business modules. TIA was a very good example, so I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I mean, internet kept on, acting up and all, so I was constantly disconnecting and connecting in between. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's awesome for joining
Hello.
us. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you in the future meetings, inshallah. Thank you, everyone, all the guests for joining us. I would request the vote counter if the votes are ready to please announce.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. President. Okay, so the best speaker goes to the icebreaker, Toastmasters Dodi. Best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Wase Ahmed. Best table topic speaker goes to distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid. And best pick for once again goes to Toastmaster Salah Hamid. Over to you.
Thank you so much and congratulations to all the winners. I think the best facilitator award should be goes to Toastmaster Muhammad Asif for his role as a listener, and he tested all the listenings skills of us. So thank you, everyone. Another meeting, another wonderful meeting. We stepped forward and we learned a lot today. We had fun, we had smiles on the faces, and we had the energy. Thank you, everyone. At the end, I would just like to share one thing which I have learned and experienced in Toastmasters. Uh, the thing that I never read anywhere else. That is that leadership is not just about applauses or appreciation. It's about awareness. The awareness that we are humans. That awareness that every members come to Toastmasters with a storm and a sunshine. And our job as leader is to hold a space for both, for the storm and for the sunshine.
Wow.
Because in Toastmasters, we deliver speeches, we take on the roles, we do mistakes, we disagree with our peers, with anyone, but we can't disrespect anyone. If you have a problem, if you have a challenge, the only way is to communicate. And I believe that if we speak with kindness, if we listen with patience, and if we lead with love, I believe that this club won't just be a club, won't just be a speaking club. It will be a healing space. So I urge every one of you to please own kindness, patience, and love. And because those are the things that in the world, there are no alternatives of those things, especially for the Toastmasters. So take care of yourselves and see you, inshallah, all in the next meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank